Hey girl, I'm Bella Noche.
And I'm Ivy Stalls. And welcome to
The GAGG. A new show so gay we had to add another G.
Gay!
But first, let's get to our hot takes in What's Up, Bitch? New York is now allowing citizens to select an X as a mark for their gender on their driver's licenses. A big win for people who identify as non-binary. This came out of a lawsuit brought up by Sandra Saba, a 25-year-old New York University Law School graduate who just wanted to have a license that reflected their identity. More than a dozen states in the US already offered the X gender markers on driver's licenses, to which gays everywhere went, really? The fuck, New York?
In world news, the capital city of Scotland, Edinburgh,
What?
just announced it will be opening its first ever lesbian bar in the popular city. 23-year-old Emily Frood withdrew from their master's program at Queen Margaret University to take on making queer history in Scotland, while also terrifying everyone trying to figure out what a lesbian dropout millennial is going to come up with for its name.
Thanks, girls. Now, are you ready to spill some tea?
Oh, girl, I can't wait. Are you gonna do it?
Yeah. Gossip girl?
Gossip girl.
Well, I heard that David Archuleta, you know the kid from American Idol?
Yes, girl, I used
Child. Child, well, he just came out, after 20 years of being with the church, the Mormons.
Oh, girl, now is that the same as the Christians? I can't remember, girl. There's too many of them things going around.
I bet you were the smartest in your class, weren't you? Anyway,
Well,
so
like
yes. He just came out, and it's always about the church, They're always trying to keep us in the closet for some way, shape, or another. But as I always say, closet is for clothes, and I wear them.
Or your wigs.
It's true, that's true. Just like Beyonce,
Yes, always. I mean, she's got plenty, honey.
I know. Who could ever think to have like their own room full of air-conditioned hair?
Well, Jeffree Star.
Yeah.
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 Sad moment.
Rest in peace. Anyway, no, he's not dead. He's not dead.
We just thought he was.
Yeah, he should be charging all that money for them pallets. Anyway.
Oh, girl, I got some tea for you, honey.
Well, spill it, honey, spill it.
I don't want to, bitch.
Oh, girl, you gotta tell me. Otherwise, why are we having the show?
You're right. We spent good money on this, bitch.
Okay.
So let me go ahead. A 24-year-old
Okay.
had a boyfriend.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And he's 31 years old.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Not too bad. I like him around 40, so it's okay. But he's bisexual.
Okay.
These straight men want to be bi and don't know what they want.
Honey, as long as they buy it and I'm selling it.
I'm buying.
So
They
what
might be
happened?
getting me something.
What happened, girl? Tell me.
Girl. He wound up sleeping with his parents before they even got together.
Shut your mouth.
And he never told. Never told.
Well, there are some secrets you keep to yourself, and that's when you definitely want to keep.
No, that's a real closet.
Well, girl, that is all the tea that has been spilled today here at Gossip Girl. Back to you, ladies.
Far-right pundit Milo Yiannopoulos, who recently claimed that dogs no longer barking at him was a sign from God he should be ex-gay.
The dogs don't bark at me anymore, and it happened almost overnight.
Oh, hell no!
Said he had tested positive for COVID, while also implying he injected himself with
ivermectin,
a medication used to treat parasite infestations in livestock. The FDA and medical professionals warned people against using that drug to treat the virus, going so far to actually tweet, "You're not a horse. Stop it." I don't know. Have you seen Milo's bone structure? Uncanny.
A U.S. Marshal says he was fired 70 days before his retirement because he stood up for a lesbian coworker who was facing disgusting harassment.
You're tacky and I hate you.
Deputy U.S. Marshal Dawn Mahoney says male officers bullied her because of her sexuality. At one point, they even urinated in her cookie jar that was on her desk.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
Now, I don't know about you, but the last thing I would do to an already pissed off lesbian with a gun is to piss in her cookie jar.
My name is Annie Manildoo, and I am your weather girl, and this is Blowhard. So we have some inclement weather coming from the Midwest, blowing in, blowing hard, you know, which I guess was not all that bad. And it's due to people not getting their damn boosters. Get it done. We are in for a shitstorm, ladies and gentlemen. You see all this right here? No good. No good. It's going to be a problem. It's going to really blow hard. And honestly, when it comes to getting the booster shot, it isn't that hard to get a little prick. I've gotten plenty. Little ones, big ones. I get boosted regularly. And now for the sunny side of things. In New York State, a recent law has made it easier to change your name and your gender identity on any of your IDs. Perhaps now, maybe Manhattan will have an easier time changing her name. I'm just waiting for the day that I'll be able to change my weight. Psych! Or my height. Psych! Or my age. Psych! I think that's something that we could all agree upon. Am I right? Annie Manildoo is gonna change the world, ladies and gentlemen, and theydies and themtlemen. And now, it is time for my favorite segment. It's Rainin' Man, baby. Ooh, oh, yes, I am so ready. Oh my God. So today, we're gonna talk about my man, Pete Davidson. Oh my God. Can we just, he looks like a disappointment, and I'm so into it. You know what I mean? Like, he just looks like trash. I love trash. I mean, you are what you eat, right? And I just have to say something. I've noticed that a lot of people are really into Pete Davidson now, but like, y'all are late. I've been into this man for years. I have wanted him to disappoint me for years. Because you know it, he's probably just an average white guy, let's be honest. But whatever, he's fine. Basically, my thing is that if you're covered in tattoos, you look like you probably have bad credit and maybe a felony, I am into you.
You never loved me, Mom.
I mean, look at this man. Look at him. Ugh. He's giving me a high pressure system. Ugh. And let's be honest. When a guy looks like this, you know that his is at the right altitude. Oh, gosh. Yeah. It's too hot. I need these temperatures to drop, you know? He's got me all worked up. Well, this has been Annie Manildoo with Blowhard. Back to you, ladies. I don't get paid enough for this shit.
After 7 years of fighting, Gavin Grimm, a trans man who was banned from using his correct bathroom at school, has finally received a $1.3 million payout from the school board that discriminated against him in 2014. The case went all the way to the Supreme Court and sparked a national debate on trans people's very right to exist. Grimm hopes bigots learn that discrimination is an expensive losing battle.
Almost won. Crazy people, 0.
While he sat on top of his very cool 1.3 million singles.
An Indiana school district was forced to consider a ban on pride flags in classrooms after a single parent declared they could cause disciplinary issues.
Today, Junior!
A protest was swiftly organized and droves of citizens showed up to insist that there was nothing divisive about LGBT+ inclusion. No comment could be reached from the concerned parent, now known as the biggest Karen in Indiana. You're welcome.
All right, we're standing out here at apparently the most popular Stop and Shop. Is that correct? is Teresa. How are you? Nice to meet you. So we have a couple of questions. Is it okay for me to ask you a couple of questions? All right. So what is your name?
Doris.
Doris?
Yes.
Gorgeous name. And your name, young man?
Roma.
Roman. Oh. So my first question for you is, do you know what the letters LGBTQ stand for? LGBTQ? No? Do you know what it's about? No. No? Okay, so it stands for, are you ready? Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queen. Gorgeous, right? Right? Isn't she beautiful? Do you know what the name of the bar where the LGBTQ rights movement started? Like the gay and lesbian? A long time ago, yeah. But it was called the Stonewall. Stonewall Inn, yes. Okay, so do you know any gay celebrities? Do you know of any gay celebrities that come off your head right off the top? Plenty, right? There's a lot out there now. Can you think of one?
Halloween?
Halloween?
No. Oh, celebrity, you say.
A celebrity, yeah. Any gay celebrity?
Ellen DeGeneres?
Ellen, good answer. Yeah, she got one. She got one. Can you name one? A gay one?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, what do you think? Steve Martin. Well, we can spread that rumor around, I'll tell you that right now. Do you know that Steve Martin?
Ricky Martin.
Oh, Ricky Martin. That's fantastic. Close. But we'll spread that other rumor around about Steve. He'll love that. Okay, last question. Are you ready? What is the average shoe size of a drag queen? The shoe size. What?
8.
A size 8? No. A drag queen. What do you say?
8.5.
8.5?
Dainty foot.
Okay. Believe it or not, it's a size 13. She can swim like nobody's business, like flippers. They're so big.
Hey girl, welcome back to the Kiki, where we talk about topics that are important to us, the community, and the world. Today, we are talking about drag! Yes!
Who are we?
Who are we? Oh my gosh. However, drag is obviously something that we very much enjoy, so I wanted to take a little bit of time to share with you all what makes drag tick for us. So, ladies, has drag actually changed your life?
Have drag changed for me? Not necessarily, because I am a working girl. I'm an actress. So I work in the theater. So wearing costumes and makeup is what I always do. It just fell into me in place for me because I wasn't getting a lot of roles. So drag happened. And well, here she is today, traveling, performing, and looking sickening while doing it.
A woman, honey. Well, drag definitely changed my life, girl. Because if it wasn't for drag, I wouldn't be in New York right now. Honey, I came out here on a whole $600 booking and got my ass stuck. And, well, here I am. I met these wonderful ladies, and I absolutely adore every second I get to spend with them.
Drag for me was a complete accident. I was working in nightlife with a few promoters, and a drag queen one day was just like, hey, you should try drag. I did a first-timer show, and I got booked for another gig, and every time I went out, I got booked for something else. And here we are years later, and I'm a goddamn mermaid.
And a sickening one.
And a sickening mermaid.
Did you start off as a mermaid queen?
Right. No, I didn't start off as a mermaid. Growing up in the New York City drag scene, creating a character is like super important. Something to stand out, and I loved mermaids all of my life, and I was like, all right, now we're gonna be one. We're gonna be one.
Okay, see, I thought you started out as a mermaid queen.
No, evolution, girl, evolution.
I was around when she started. So.
Yeah, she saw me. She said, this hooker saw me when I first started too. We go.
Okay.
Yup. You saw those first few days.
Oh,
Woo!
honey, the first picture ever taken of us together is truly.
What was your
homophobic.
favorite hair?
Honey, that picture.
Burn it! Burn
that
it!
Picture will live in infamy, and I really wish it wouldn't, because it is. We both. Ooh.
Although there is a picture of you that I love of the first time that you have. There's one that you have. It's gorgeous.
Oh God, I can't. I don't even want to think about it.
There is one that's just perfect. It's perfect.
Well, you've been doing drag for a long time. So.
Yeah. So I've been doing drag for 8 years now, and actually the same amount of time as LaBelle. LaBelle actually started about 2 months before me, 3 months before me, something like that.
About the same. Yeah.
Yeah, we were right around the same time. A lot like LaBelle, I came from theater. That was like where I got my degree in acting, and like LaBelle, I was having trouble getting some roles. So I was like, you know what, screw it, let's throw a wig on and a dress and
see what happens.
And then all of a sudden, here I am doing weekly shows like right out the gate. And yeah, I mean, it just allowed me to do a lot of cool stuff.
Girl, I can give you some back rolls if you're having a hard time.
Oh, I have enough back rolls.
Just
so
take
in the
them off.
Only if it worked like that.
But yeah, I was able to do shows in New Hampshire, Connecticut, Block Island with this whore and that whore.
On the corner.
Yep, exactly.
That's where she met me.
I was the first drag
That's
queen.
where everyone meets you.
I was the first drag queen to produce a show in Little Italy.
Yes.
Yes, that was fun.
Which was really fun.
That was fun.
As a matter of fact, you were the first drag queen to produce a lot of shows before a lot of people
I was
did.
about to say, can we talk about how she kind of like kept it alive here?
Annie Manildoo single-handedly held down the drag scene for a bit.
I want to say all of y'all pretty much.
Well, yeah, she had a few years where she was like just.
She was
like,
doing
the
it.
one.
She was
the one.
You were determined. You were really determined.
It's funny because it was like the second I decided to get into drag, everybody else decided to quit. So I was like,
same.
all right.
Same.
Great.
They were just like, oh, she started. Nah, we gotta go.
Truly.
See, I don't see nobody quitting. I just see too many people doing it now.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. They all quit, and now everybody and their mother is trying to do it again. And I'm like, where the hell were all of you in those 4 years where I was doing shows completely by myself with like maybe LaBelle once in a blue moon?
What happened was our gay scene shut down. That's what happened.
Yeah, it's true though.
Well, the gay scene is alive and well again because it produces queens now like Miss Ivy Star.
Yes!
So what's your drag journey been like, even though we've been there for most of it?
Seriously.
Truly.
Well, I actually started doing drag about 3, maybe 4 years ago. I actually was cast in a production. Well, no. Actually, yes. I was I produced.
No, the first one you
did.
did.
The first one, yes. The first show I was in drag was GAGG, and that was my first little taste of drag. Then I was invited to do a drag competition in New York City, where I was up against 14 girls. My first time ever in an open public, out in the world. Here I am, and I slayed that, and I won.
Yes, she did. I was there that night.
And that stumbled to being a guest spot for Miss Annie Manildoo, and I was just a guest, and I went there and I turned that out.
Yep.
So I was invited back to come to do a competition produced by Annie Manildoo, also co-host.
We
Miss
met.
Noche.
Rigged.
We had no clue. I did not know
her.
her.
Back then.
Nope.
I did not know either of them really. I knew Annie for a hot minute because I was booked through a friend.
Yeah.
And actually LaBelle said, hey, about this girl, Ivy Stalls. So Annie's like, come and do a show. Bella was the co-host, but also the judge of it too. Went there, slayed that competition, won that competition, and
the rest is kind of history. The rest is kind of history.
And obviously Jazzie and LaBelle.
And to be exact, you, in that particular competition, I remember it was like audience vote, you know? So everybody had like tickets or whatever. When I counted up the tickets, like, it's like second and third place were like separated by like, it was like second place had like 14 tickets and like third place had like 10 or something like that. Between second and first place, which is what you got, it was like 14 was second place and you had like 30 tickets.
Yeah.
Like, you literally, like landslide victory.
Yeah, so
Did you bring your family out for that one? I got it.
I actually didn't. I did
No.
not.
Okay.
But I love doing drag just for the fun of it. I'm very lucky. I'm very blessed. I met all these wonderful ladies, and now I currently have 4 monthly showings.
That's right.
And there is officially a Long Island drag scene now. Like, we are working girls. We are going
We're
around.
trying.
We are doing.
Really are.
But we are doing the damn thing too. We really are. I am proud of every single lady on this couch. And there's some Long Island queens who aren't present who I'm also very, very proud of.
Yes, girls, keep it up.
So
Keep
yes.
doing it.
And keep coming out and seeing us, Long Islanders, because there's no scene if you don't come watching us. So.
And that's another thing, because our scene has changed. We are now in places that we never would have thought that we're in.
Right.
So
If
yeah.
you would have told me how much I perform for like straight people now, it's
Oh my
like,
God.
and I love them.
My
I love
God.
performances. They're like really into it, but I was like, oh, okay, the gays are over drag. The gays are
The
over
gays
drag.
come, and I feel like they come to judge rather than come and enjoy it. And that is one of the problems we're having.
I agree.
And also, if you want to get booked and you think you're talented and you think you have something to bring to the table, come and support. You're not going to get booked unless your face is out there.
Yeah.
Let's be real, girls.
It's true. It's true. And we are a very, very, like, I would say mostly friendly scene. So come say hi.
Like LaBelle says.
Mostly.
Show up, show out.
Show up, show out.
Show up and show out.
We may look like a bitch sometimes, but trust me, if you came and talked to us, you would find out. We're actually really fucking
Or as I want to say, do you want the truth or do you want me to lie?
Just don't ask me if you look pretty, because you might get a no.
Oh my God.
Well, drag is officially back on Long Island, and I'm so happy to be bringing it back with these girls.
I'm happy with you, girl.
Thank you for having us
yes,
here.
Of course. Are you kidding? Well, that wraps up another episode of The Gag. Join us back here next week for a brand new episode. Until then, bye.
See ya.